My dad hardly was ever there. He was the absent father, kind of. I grew up really on my own, just with me and my friends. That's where I learned my stuff, was from my friends. I didn't ever think. I was just living. I didn't know my purpose. I just, I didn't know God. I didn't know Jesus Christ. And I didn't even know that in what manner I was supposed to live. I was just living for, like you said, for the moment. I was drinking, and usually when I was drinking and somebody messed with me or something, I'd get pretty angry. Uh, I didn't do nothing that day, but I did come back maybe a month later and did a drive-by by his house. I wasn't trying to kill him or anything. I was just trying to scare him. There was 8 people inside the house, and I couldn't see inside the house. And I shot about 6 shots at his house. I didn't know nothing that day until the next morning. They called over there to their house. They were friends, the people that I was staying with, and them. And they said that he was dead. And at first I couldn't believe it. I was like, nah, maybe they're just playing. I didn't know what to believe. I couldn't believe it, that I had actually killed somebody. I wasted, this is my second time being locked up, and I've wasted, it's going to be 5.5 years of my life. And I could have been out there going to college. I could have been out there progressing, instead of just in here being on standby. And it's not worth it in no way. I met this guy in the chow hall. He was a Mexican guy from Texas too, and he told me about this program. I got here, and after about 3 months of being here, the mom, or the little sister, his little sister, my victim's little sister, wrote me a letter. I hadn't had no contact with her or anything. I hadn't tried to ask her for forgiveness. I was waiting for some time to pass by before I asked. And she wrote me a letter and said that she forgive me. Her mother wrote me, and she told me the same thing, that she forgive me. I got them letters. Like I said, I couldn't believe it. It ain't in us as human beings. That doesn't come natural to us, to forgive somebody for killing your son or your daughter. That's from that point on, I knew God. I had to serve God. I just feel with what God has done in my life that I have the same opportunity to do the big, great things that God is waiting for me to do. Well, every time I think about my purpose, it's the Great Commission. It's to be a disciple of Christ. It's to spread the word of God at all costs. I see a major difference now. I see life in a totally new perspective. I now know what a man's supposed to be, an authentic man.
What is that?
An authentic man is somebody with integrity, somebody that does the right thing at all times, even when nobody's looking. It's being responsible. It's being there for your kids and your family and your wife, whoever it may be. Keeping a job, and showing them the love that God has shown me. If it wasn't for this program, I don't know what other program would have changed my life. What other program would have gave me the opportunity? It's the best thing you can go through. I know God's hands is over this program, and anything that God's a part of is great.